fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
Hey everybody, welcome to our next series, It's Not Fair. Over the next few weeks, we're going to learn as a church and as families how even though sometimes life is not fair, we can still become more like Jesus. So I can't wait to learn with you over the next few weeks. Let's jump right in.
When I was your guys' age, I loved playing sports. In fact, I played all the sports. I played basketball and soccer and tennis and football, and I wanted to play sports all the time. And I tried. I'd get home from school and me and my brothers would grab a basketball or a soccer ball and we'd head over to the park and we'd play for hours. Then when it got dark outside, I'd ask my dad to go play tennis with me and we'd turn all the lights on, and it was a fun adventure. I love sports. The problem was, at some point, I wanted to play sports all the time. Like, instead of doing school, instead of going to church, instead of doing anything else, I just wanted to play sports. And I remember my dad sitting down with me and we just had a little chat. And he said, "Hey, Kelsey, where have you spent any time with Jesus? Have you been praying? Have you been talking to him? He's your best friend and he wants to hear from you." And I remember thinking, "But Dad, I love sports. This isn't fair. I want to play sports all the time." But my dad kept just asking me, and I remember thinking, what if I was putting sports ahead of Jesus? If sports were the most important thing to me and Jesus wasn't anymore? Jesus was supposed to be my best friend, but instead sports became my best friend. And I decided in that moment that I was gonna do sports still sometimes, but I was gonna make sure to spend time with Jesus too. So every day I found time to talk to him. I found time to learn about him. I went to church with my family as often as I could. I even began to help out at church sometimes. And I tell you what, while it didn't seem fair, it was amazing. Because Jesus is the only thing worth being number one in my life. He is so good. And I still can play sports even today. So remember, even when things don't feel fair, maybe Jesus has more for you.
You know, that was an amazing story and example that Kelsey gives us about how we can put Jesus first in our life. And there's also an amazing story from the Bible where Jesus teaches us this same idea. As Jesus is walking down the road, a rich man approaches Jesus, comes up to Jesus and asks him, "What do I need to do to get into heaven?" He was hoping that Jesus would just give him some answer of an action or a prayer or a way to act that he could just do and be sure that he would get into heaven. And Jesus, in his answer, brings up some of the 10 commandments. And the man must have been so excited because he looks at Jesus and he says, "I have followed all of those rules." And I'm sure he's just hoping that Jesus is going to give him a pat on the back and say, "Way to go. You've done all the things, you followed all the rules, and you can get into heaven." But Jesus is going to show this rich man something far more important than following the rules. Jesus wants to know what this rich man's heart looks like, what is most important to him. So Jesus gives the rich man a challenge. He says, "Go to your home and sell all of your things, the things that are most important to you. Get rid of all of them." He gives him this challenge. And I'm sure the rich man thought to himself, "That's not fair. I don't want to get rid of all of the things that I love, all of the things that are expensive and all of the things that are important to me." But what Jesus wanted to show the rich man was that what should be first in his life isn't the things that he loves at his home that are important to him or that are really expensive. What should be first in his life and in our life is Jesus. And Jesus wants him to know that that is what is most important.
Hey guys, that was a crazy story. It didn't seem fair that Jesus asked the rich man to give up all the things that he loved. I bet there's things in my life and things in your life that we'd have a hard time giving up as well. But the most important part of that story that we learned today is that we can love Jesus by putting him first. That's what God asks from us. He doesn't want us to put all the things in our lives ahead of him. We can love Jesus by putting him first.
Jesus, you have been so faithful. Jesus, you have been so true. I will be forever thankful, 'cause I never had a friend like you. Help me to be who you've been to me, to everyone I see. Let us love one another with a love like no other yet. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love has always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. You with me in the darkest valley. You with me on the mountaintop. I'm thankful that you never leave me, and that your love will never stop. Help me to be who you've been to me, to everyone I see. Let us love one another with a love like no other yet. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love has always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. I wanna thank you for being a friend who's always by my side. I wanna thank you for the way you love me all my life. I wanna thank you for being a friend who's always by my side. I wanna thank you for the way you love me all my life. Love one another with a love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love has always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. He's got a plan. He's got a.
Yes, he do.
He's got a plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a really, really, really awesome plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a really, really, really awesome plan for me. That's what I know. Oh, that's what I know. That's what I know. Oh, that's what I know. Let's go. I know that I can trust him. Yeah. I know that I can trust him. Yeah. No matter what the season, yeah. His plans are for a reason. Yeah. I know they are good, I know they are best. The reason I know is because he said he's got a plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a really, really, really awesome plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a really, really, really awesome plan for me. That's what I know. Oh, that's what I know. That's what I know. Oh, that's what I know. And when I'm feeling so sad, hey, when I am afraid, God will never leave me. No, 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 his love will never change. I know they are good, I know they are best. The reason I know is because he said he's got a plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a really, really, really awesome plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a really, really, really awesome plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a really, really, really awesome plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a plan for me. He's got a really, really, really pretty awesome plan for me. That's what I know, oh, that's what I know. That's what I know, oh, that's what I know.